All right, hello everybody. Lab 4. Let's jump into it. Lab 4 should not be bad at all if you follow my instructions here carefully. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen here, and hopefully Lab 3 was fairly easy for you, and Lab 4 should be about the same. It should be fairly easy. Okay. Okay. Let's get into it. So I'm here in the iLearn videos. So these are good, and you should watch and understand these first two videos: the insertion subquery, next val, and cur val. Okay. This how to start writing Lab 4 is the old lab. You don't need to worry about that. Okay, just follow my instructions here. Okay, so all right, let's go back to week 4 here, and we'll go to the lab instructions, inserting rows of data Oracle instructions. And here's the link to click on, refer to the Lab 4 database tutorial. Okay? All right. You need to understand, make sure you read and understand the things in this lesson here. So there's lesson 4 in the database tutorial, and then there's lab 4 here, insert patterns, and learn how to write a set of insert statements, learn how to use the next val function with a sequence, very important. We're going to be using that a lot from here on. So in this subquery, a correlated subquery, you use that on inserts, and on this update here, you need to understand what that really does. Okay, it gives you the business scenario, the instruction material, and then we get to the lab instructions here, or the lab. Here we have the lab description. Okay, and we're going to come back to this because this has the lines of code here that we need to copy for our Lab 4 script. So we'll be coming back to that. And down here to lab instructions, click on that and open up the lab instructions. Okay. So you should complete the following 10 steps, and we should be able to zip through this fairly quickly. Okay. Step 1. Now, in writing these instructions, it gives you a summary in these little circle bullets, okay, and then he starts into the meat of the instructions in the A and then B bullets, whatever. Okay, so let's do the summary here. Copy the group account1.sql from the lab 2 seed directory into your lab 4 directory, and you name it group account1_lab.sql. Okay, and then you will edit that file so that it will reference your _lab tables, sequences, and constraints, and then you will test it and run it, and then you will go on to the other scripts and follow those along. Okay, so I'm going to pause for a second here and set up the next thing that we need to do. Okay, I'll share my screen again. All right, so the first thing we need to do before we get into that group 1 account, group account 1 script, we need to come back to the top here to our lab description. Okay, and this lab requires that you run 2 preparation scripts, and it is recommended that you create your Apply Oracle Lab 4 SQL script in the Lab 4 directory first, and then you'll run these 2 scripts. So how are we going to do that? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to copy this seeding.sql script. Okay? We're going to copy that. So let's go to gedit and do that. Open up gedit here. And the way that I copy that is to get into gedit, say open, and then navigate home, data, CIT 225, Oracle, Lib 2, seed, and here is the seeding.sql script. Okay, so I'm going to open that, and now let's look at what this seeding.sql script does. It runs, I need to scroll to the top here, I'm not at the top. What the seeding.sql script does is it inserts data into the non-lab tables. Okay, right? So we've got this parallel set of tables. We've got the master tables that are the non-_lab, and then we have your tables that are the _lab tables. And the seeding script inserts data into the non-lab tables, the master tables. Okay? So how does it do that? So it runs these other scripts. So it runs the group account 1, group account 2, group account 3, item inserts, so forth, right? And then after it has run all those scripts, you see that it opens a log file, and then these are validation queries, and it runs this set of validation queries, and then at the end here, spool off, closes the log file. Okay, so it runs the SQL scripts that do the inserts, then it runs the validation queries, prints those to a log file, and that's it. That's what it does. Okay, and that's what you need to do in your Apply Oracle Lab 4 your name script. Okay, so we're in here, and we don't need to edit this seeding.sql script, but we need to copy it. Okay, so we do that by doing File, Save As, and now we navigate to our Lab 4 directory. So I click on Oracle up here, and then I click on Lab 4, and now I'm in the Lab 4 directory. And now I'm going to name this file instead of seeding. I'm going to name it Apply Oracle Lab 4. Come on. Lab 4 my name. Dot script, dot SQL. Okay. Okay. So I'm in the Lab 4 directory, and I've got this seeding.sql script open, and I am saving it as the Apply Oracle Lab 4 mick.sql script. Okay. Hang on. Okay, I'm back again. Okay, so I click on Save. Okay, and now it is Apply Oracle Lab 4 mick.sql. So what do I need to do to this script, right? So I need to change this script to have underscore, everything needs to be underscore lab. So write account 1, underscore lab, account 2, underscore lab, account 3, underscore lab, item inserts, underscore lab, create insert contacts, underscore lab, individual accounts, underscore lab, members, underscore lab, rental inserts, underscore lab, and create view, underscore lab. All right, and then I need to change the name of the log file to Apply Oracle Lab 4 your name .txt. Okay? Okay. Now, you need to go through here and edit this to have everything referenced correctly, your underscore lab tables, okay? So where it's member ID, right, it needs to be member underscore lab ID and account number. Account number may be okay here, right? We have member ID, so it should be member underscore lab ID, and you're going to go through here and find all those references. Here's a reference to, so in the joins we have the contact table that needs to be, well, let's start over here on line 59 to the left. So member needs to be member underscore lab, contact, contact lab, member lab ID, member lab ID, address lab. Okay, so you need to change all of the references to in here to your underscore lab tables. Okay, and same all the way through here. Okay, here's common. Here's the item ID and the item table, the common lookup table, common lookup ID, and all those need to have the underscore lab. Okay, so that they refer to your tables. Okay, so just do that all the way through, and then spool off. You've got that, and you are almost set. Okay, important, Very, very important. Okay, we're going to go back, and I'm going to change the name here so we don't get confused. This is my apply underscore Oracle lab 4.mick.s or lab 4 underscore mick.sql. And before we're done with this, we're going to go back to and I don't have, hang on, I have to move things so I can scroll my window here, back up. Trying to keep that window out of the way. Okay, scroll that up, go back to activities and back to our lab instructions here. And we're going to copy these two commands, okay? We're going to copy these two commands. The call to the apply Oracle lab 3.sql and the apply and the seeding.sql scripts. Okay, that's what we've copied. Okay, back to our script here. Let's come down here to line 20, and we're going to paste those lines here. Now, this needs to call your lab 3. Okay, so apply Oracle underscore lab 3 underscore your name dot SQL, and my lab 3 happens to have a Y underscore in front, so I'm going to put that there. Okay, and then the seeding dot SQL script, you don't need to edit that. Okay, so those are all the edits that you need to make here, and save it. Okay, there you go. You've got your apply Oracle lab for your name .sql script. Okay, and we did that by copying the seeding.sql script into the lab4 directory, renaming it, and then changing everything to underscore lab that needs to be, and then adding these two calls. Okay, so now you're ready to go down to the lab instructions and go through steps 1 through 10. Okay, now you're going to copy the group account 1 SQL script from the lab2 seed directory into your lab4 directory and rename it with underscore lab. Okay, and you're going to do that with all of those scripts that get called that we just edited in your apply Oracle lab4 master script, right? Okay. So just follow through the instructions here on changing names, right? Just change all the references from member to member lab, contact to contact lab, right? All the way through. Once you've got your first one, your group account 1, edited and saved in your lab4 directory, right? Copy, edited, and saved in your lab4 directory, then you can run it, right? By running your apply Oracle lab4, okay? So when you're ready to run that first one, come here, and I did pwd, I'm in the home directory, so I need to navigate to the data, CIT225/Oracle/ lab 4 directory, and make sure I'm in the right directory. I have well, let's see if I am. I'm still on student, so sorry, CD data underscore CIT 225, I'm sorry, slash Oracle slash lab 4. Okay, now I'm in the lab 4 directory, and there I see my apply Oracle lab 4 mech.sql, and now I start up SQL Plus student slash student, and then run @ Oracle lab 4 underscore your name dot SQL and run that. Okay, and then go and look at your group account 1 log file. See if that all worked correctly. If it didn't, debug that. The only thing you should need to debug are names to make sure that you've changed everything to underscore lab correctly. And check your apply Oracle lab 4 your name log file, and see if there's anything you need to debug there. And then move on to the next one, group account 2. Okay, just do the same thing for all of those files, changing the names appropriately inside to underscore lab references, and just follow the instructions down through all of the lab instructions, and you will you should be able to fairly easily go through this lab. Okay, going to get down here to the end. And so this last instruction is what we did first. Okay, so this says copy the seeding.sql script from the lab2c directory into your lab 4 directory as apply Oracle lab 4 your name.sql script. Okay, and that's what we did first. Okay, because that sets up the master. It's the outer one that calls everything, and then here then you run your script and then debug from there. Okay, I'm going to end this video, and I'm going to go through and complete the lab for myself. If I come across other things that jump out at me, I'll make another video for you or pass that on to you in the announcements. Okay, so get with Nick. I highly recommend you get with Nick. He can be a great help, and if you can't get with him, get with me. All right, and we'll help you get successfully through lab 4. Okay. All right, that is going to be it for now.
You got it.